So again, we're switching it up again. We're trading out our flag, moving up in the world, and putting a big fancy red zone buzzer right at around the 50s. So welcome back to Red Zone. Now, if you guys are looking at that buzzer in the middle of the field here, we're going to get the flag off it because this is going to be a Red Zone game up here in between Rejexx and Freight Train
Red Zone.
Yeah, so underneath that flag is a bright green buzzer. There we go, the unveiling. So exactly, so if you're playing this game and you can get up into the middle of the field and slam that buzzer, your team gets 2 points. And as we've seen throughout the day, you can be down by 3 points and immediately come back and win the game.
1 minute remaining. 3 minutes.
Oh.
3 minutes remaining.
Just throw them, man. Hey. They'll get the hint.
Getting ready,
eventually.
Getting everything taken care of for the up and coming match.
The refs have their hands on the flags, ready for any shenanigans that might come your way.
Oh, they're quick draw, man. I've seen like 2 or 3 majors in the last couple games. They don't mess around.
I mean, I like this league. You know, it tries to put a little bit of that kibosh on that cheating. They don't let people get away with that skivvy shit.
It's not even worth it to try to get away from it, man. We had that guy try to wipe the hit out to the corner.
Coming here trying to cheat your way to the finals is you're gonna have
a really bad time.
Sorely disappointed.
You're gonna have a really bad time, especially with these refs. Like I said, Michaela, she's a beast.
She will kick your ass.
She takes no shit, none at all.
None. Zero shit will be taken here.
So now, for those of you guys who are tuning in, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Red Zone, go ahead and give them the rundown again.
So,
just in case they're watching it for the first time.
So Red Zone, super important to know about the buzzer. The buzzer is 2 points. When you hit the buzzer, any players that you have dead in the dead box get respawned. Once you eliminate 2 players on the opposing team, the other team's coach can concede the point, giving you 1 point. And yeah.
We're live, right?
Yeah, we've been live.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, what are you telling Tim? So it actually looks like the guy that won the contest actually has friends playing this event.
Nice.
So I don't even have to pay for shipping on that barrel cover. Saved $3.17. That's like a gallon of gas. That guy saved me $3 just by having friends at the event.
Thank you, friends.
It's good to have friends.
Wish I had friends.
10 seconds.
Some of our videographers trying to talk a little trash. But joke's on them is I can't hear them, but they can hear me, so I can still just mess with them all the time. All right, so welcome to Red Zone. Freight Train breaking out on the right. Rejexx on the left here.
Rejexx losing 2 of their players off
that is not going to help. Freight Train losing a body on the outside, on the Dorito side, though.
Keep shooting!
All right, so the coach Lexi is letting their teammate know what's going on, where to look for, what gun battle to try not to get into, as it looks like the Rejexx were forced to concede that point. So 1 up going to Freight Train Pacific.
You're gonna have to figure out how to keep those bodies alive off the brakes.
Yeah, well, I think they just had a really good lane and they both ran into the same lane.
Most likely.
That looks like it was what happened.
Rejexx conceded, giving the point to...
Yep, concede by Rejexx, so 1 point going up the Freight Train. Now, but the thing is, all the Rejexx have to do is hit that buzzer once and they're up by a point. So they run in, press that 1 button, get themselves 2 points. Look good on the webcast. Oh yeah. Also, for you guys watching, to make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever it is you guys do out in the internet world.
Please do it. We know that button is right there.
Oh yeah. Plus, the more you guys share these videos, the more views that we get, the better it works for our sponsors. The better stuff we're going to be able to have to give away.
Think about all your friends that don't know about paintball or anything about paintball.
Yeah, that's how we get more people into the sport
too. They could be exposed to paintball literally by you clicking
full frontal exposure. All you got to do is click that share button. All right, so a similar breakout, trying to get into that snake side Dorito on the inside of the field here. Looks like he was not able to make it in alive, though, unfortunately. So they're losing both bodies that tried to run up the field, as the Rejexx are in a world of hurt right now, as they're down 2-0 against.
If I was the Rejexx right now, I'd probably hold back that snake side player, hold that lane, and get control, because right now
it looks like giving
that wide body away every point, you're not going to win a match like that.
Yeah, so it looks like Freight Train is doing a good job shooting that lane, so they've got to just take a step back. But again, this is another really young team. So, whether or not they recognize that it's the guy shooting the same lane, you might not know what to switch up or if you have another game plan.
Probably go a little deeper or wider or hold back in the center.
It just depends on all the preparation you did to get ready.
I would go with it.
Okay, so just a few seconds left here until the start of the next spin for our red zone match between the Rejexx still lining up on the left and Freight Train Pacific reining up on the right. A little bit under 10 seconds left. Now, I would not doubt Freight Train to just come punch him in the mouth right now. They know they've got the advantage. They know they're doing.
I think they're going to hold it and try to shoot that guy again.
That looks like exactly what they did, but they lost the body and got a penalty trying to go up the middle of the field as that player saw the flag come up and was just not happy with his teammate for drawing that penalty. So they had to concede, and, just a little bit closer. The Rejexx now getting up on the board.
A much-needed win for the Rejexx to try to get back in the competition.
Yeah, so it looks like what happened was that player who was trying to ghost into that tower got a shot in the ankle. Didn't notice it. The ref saw it, had to throw that penalty, and then drew the player out the out of the home bunker there. So the conservative breakout worked against them in that case, just by means of penalty. Which, like I said, they just puts Rejexx right back into the thing. So they are definitely not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. So we will see whoever is going to be able to want this most. But so far anybody's only up by one score. So nothing against the ordinary right now, as it's just 2-1 in favor of Freight Train Pacific.
I'm just recording.
Freight Train. It's not even a tongue twister. It's just for some reason I can't say it. All right, so Rejexx 3 guns up, taking a little bit more conservative route, but he got chopped up again in the middle. I think what's happening is they've got that player at home shooting through the 50, blocking off the inside to get out to Snake.
In fact, probably all 3 players are shooting that lane, and that would be a very tough lane to get through. 3 guns for shooting it.
So another point for Freight Train Pacific here as they go up 3-1 right now. But we've also seen this several times today. Rejexx, 56 seconds on the match. I would not doubt Rejexx can come back in and win this at all.
It's totally possible.
It's just one buzzer and one concede, and they're in the lead. All right, so while they're giving a shout out to the players and teams that are going to be in the deck, or on deck and in the hole, let's go ahead and give a couple of more shout outs to our sponsors. We've got PS Photography and SAR Photography. Thank you guys so much for coming out to all these events. We thank you. The players thank you. They do a really good job and really quick turnaround getting those pictures up too. It's amazing how quickly they're able to get those processed and turned around. And we're all shooting APX paint today. I have not actually seen anybody have any problems with the paint today.
Nope.
Which is rare in paintball. So huge shout out to APX for being able to get a couple of good cases of paint out here for us to use. All right, well, he finally made it up. The Rejexx finally made it alive in there, and they did get a kill out of the back. So Rejexx now in the driver's seat to bring themselves back up into control of this match. He's listening to his coaches telling him to run. Looks like he made it. And he's going to get chopped up down the outside. Looks like the Snake's going to give it to him. Get a gun back up. Let's see, is he going to be able to go back up and get a red zone hang for Pacific? Okay, let's see, as losing a body here, and Rejexx going to have to go ahead and concede that, but they were able to get on the board with a hang, so now they're only down by 1 point. So I like that. High fives by the coach, letting him know, hey, you did a good job getting up in there. You got a little messed up afterwards, but
you got the buzzer.
That's what happens. Yeah, it's really gritty paintball. You got to get into that buzzer.
As someone who's hit that buzzer many times, you get messed up. You hit that thing and they make you pay.
Okay, 19 seconds left. What do you think the Rejexx are going to try to do to get up on top? What do you think they're going to do? 19 seconds left. They're down by 1. But we got a timeout from the Rejexx.
So they're going to be
like they're asking the same question that I was.
They want to figure it out, come up with a solid plan, maybe give their players a little bit of a breath. It could be it's going to be a good finish, good finale.
Yeah. No, this is exciting. This is how I like Redzone, going back and forth.
Some signaling.
Just trying to land a plane.
I think that team is winning over that way.
Looks like she's trying to guide an aerial plane in for landing.
This way. This way.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad the weather's held up. It's still what, like mid-60s? It's held up great. Just a little bit of a breeze. Not too hot. Definitely not cold.
I can
like
tell
it.
you're smiling at me. It's really hard.
Or maybe he's just mean mugging you.
No. There's a smile. I can see it. See,
You can't bluff.
you can just tell. It's like the aura.
All right, so 1 minute left in this timeout till the start of what looks like is going to be the final point. Now, Rejexx down by 1, but they were able to get the red zone buzzer on that last point. They almost tied it. If they'd gotten one more kill, they would have been able to lock up that concede that they needed to get ahead there. But unfortunately, they had to concede that point themselves after the player they got into the buzzer was shot.
I have to be quiet, honest. When you're in the lead and the game is this close with this much time,
Freaking out, dude.
It's a little stressful. You're just like, oh, okay, we just need to like hold on. Don't die.
I've seen more games and like switch in the last 10 seconds than not.
It's a little.
But that's what makes this the most exciting way to play paintball, man.
Yeah.
It does not get any better than this.
Yep. Pretty much.
All right, so a little bit under 10 seconds. I'm sure you guys heard that warning. Here's the 5-second buzzer mark. How are the Rejexx going to respond being down by 1 point against Freight Train? We'll find out now. I like the move. He has a guy without a gun running in. He was not able to make it in alive, though, so they sent in a sprinter without the buzzer. 10 seconds left. They tried to send their third body in. They had to concede it. So Freight Train going up by another 1 point here. So it is now 5-3 as the Rejexx were not able to get that body up into the center of the field alive for that red zone buzzer.
They definitely tried, though.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job. They had backup right behind them as well, too. So it would have worked out really well. They just ran right into a lane. So that's going to go ahead and end the match right now. So congratulations, Freight Train, being able to hold off the onsite from 5-3 as we're going to take a real short break and be right back with more action. Coming up next is going to be West Coast Dynamics versus Norcal Bandits, back to 5-man Division 5.
See you guys soon.